Hey, good morning. Glad to have you with us today. It is a beautiful day here at the Corvallis Airport. What a difference a day makes. Boy, it's gorgeous today. Yesterday was cloudy, as cool and rainy, and today, after the morning fog has burned off, it's going to be a great day for flying. And with me here is a gentleman by the name of Dean. Dean, what's your last name?
DeZeo.
Dean DeZeo from Eugene, Oregon. Now, you're standing here waiting for 8:30 this morning because you're going to be going up in either the B-17 or the B-24. Which one are you going to fly in?
The B-17.
I guess this is on your bucket list.
No, it's been on my bucket list for a while. I'm 56 years old and the plane is 70 years old, and we're both getting older and time is running out.
You've tried to do this before, but there's always been a problem, either engine problem or personal issues, and you couldn't fly. And today's your day to fly.
Yes, today is my day to fly, and as we were driving up, it was foggy, it was bad, a lot of cars didn't have their headlights on, and I wondered if we were going to get the right day or was it going to be another futile effort. But today is the day. It looks like we're going to go flying. A beautiful day for it.
Now, if you're watching on the website, you can go to kgal.com, OperationEaglesWings.us, VetsHelpingVetsHQ.com, and there's about 4 or 5 different websites that are streaming this video right now of this interview. What you see behind us is the B-17 Flying Fortress and the B-24 Liberator. Also in the hangar just off to my right here is a 51C Mustang. It's all part of the Collings Foundation. It's a nationwide organization, 501c3 nonprofit, and they exist to restore vintage aircraft. And specifically in the World War II vintage, P-51, and today they have the B-17 Fortress here and the B-24 Liberator. They want to use these aircraft to tell the story of World War II, and specifically the heroic acts that the men did who flew these aircraft. One of the nice things about actually being able to touch a piece of history like this as you go up and fly in there, instead of reading it in the history book, you're actually in the airplane, seeing how cramped it is and feeling the vibration of the engine and so on and so forth, and history comes alive. Earlier, when they were trying to figure out what to do as far as restoring these aircraft, Collings Foundation thought they were going to turn these into static displays. But the aircrew of these vintage airplanes said, you know what? We can tell the history a lot better if you actually restore them to flying condition, and you can tell thousands, if not millions of people the story and actually let them taste, feel, hear the vibration and fly in these airplanes. And that's what they did. They spent a lot more money. As you can see behind me, they're going to be flying today. 8:30 this morning. It's a gorgeous day for flying. The morning fog is burned off, and we look up, and I don't see a cloud in the sky.
Oh, there's only just a cloud surrounding Mary's Peak just out of Corvallis on the Alpines, but outside of that, there's no fog, no clouds, and boy, my opportunity is here at last.
All righty. Now, it's about, I think it's about $425 for a half-hour flight.
Yes, that's correct.
And there's still seats available, so if you're not doing anything today, stop at the bank, get some money, bring your debit card. They take credit cards here, and there's still places to fly. They'll be flying today from 8:30 to noon. I believe they were able to get one flight up yesterday because of the cloud cover. They were limited. They wanted to start a lot earlier yesterday, but were unable to do so because of what's called VFR, Visual Flight Rule. These airplanes do not have digital instrumentation, and so they have to be able to see a set distance into the distance to be able to fly legally and safely. But today there is plenty of room to see and plenty of room to fly, and for people like Dean here, they're going to get a magnificent view as they go up. So if you're not doing anything today, come on down, bring your money, and you'll be able to fly. If you don't want to fly and just want to take a tour of the aircraft, you can do that as well. It's $12 adults, $6 for the youth. After this visit to Corvallis, they're going to be flying to Everett, Washington, and they're going to be leaving here at noon today. So if you want to see these aircraft here in Corvallis, you need to be here before noon because they're on a tight timeline and they have to take off and go to Everett, Washington. They were in North Bend before they were here in Corvallis. But it's a gorgeous day. Kids, teachers, if you can, bring your kids out and see a piece of living history, courtesy of the Collings Foundation. Dean, have a great day in the air.
Oh, thank you very much, and it should be just a great flight. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm Dave Adams, KGAL Radio and Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind.
Good interview.
So, Dean, could we do one more interview?
Sure.
This is just for the website. We lost the radio station. They had to go and do their own thing.
Okay. I'll stand on the other side of you here.
Yeah, we need to stand out in the sun or else. Whoop. Yeah, I don't need those.
Okay.
There you go. So
Take the hat off. Here, hat on that.
Let's see. There we go. Okay. Hey, this is Dave Adams once again. Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind. This video stream also going out to VetsHelpingVetsHQ.com, KGAL.com, and the OregonPulseNetwork.com, also the Jesus Network are some of the websites that are streaming this video. Thanks to you for helping us tell the story of what the Collings Foundation is doing as they're restoring vintage aircraft to flying condition and going all around the United States, telling the story of what the courageous men did in these flying machines during World War II to bring freedom to the Europe continent, to in fact the entire planet. There are people all over the United States that are lining up to take rides in these aircraft. One of those gentlemen is Dean from Eugene, Oregon. Dean, thank you for being with us today.
Well, thank you for this interview.
Now, one of the things that was interesting to me is you've been trying to ride in these airplanes for quite a long time. And once in Cresswell, you had a chance possibly to fly with Pappy Boyington.
That's correct. And then he ran into some engine trouble and had to go and get parts and got washed out of that one.
And then other times in your life you wanted to fly and other things came up.
Well, other things came up, like 2 kids in the 90s, and then one time in the early 2000s, and then it was inclement weather like it was yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to get up. But today it's a beautiful day. The fog is disappearing. I think my big chance is here now.
I think it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I don't see any clouds in the sky at all.
I don't see any clouds in the sky either, and I'm getting pretty excited about this opportunity.
Why do you want to fly? Come over this way just a little bit, face the camera. Why do you want to fly into these airplanes so bad?
Well, I've always been interested in vintage aircraft and in the history of World War II. A lot of the veterans, when they came back, really didn't want to talk about it. They came back, wanted to get on with their lives and build America and be in the U.S. and do their thing. So they didn't really talk about it. When I started in '79 at the steam plant, there were some guys that actually flew in the Beat Liberators and the other things, and they slowly came out and told me their stories of courage and strength. It was just amazing. So I've always been interested in these vintage aircraft after that.
Now, 8:30 this morning, they're going to be flying today. We're looking forward to it. People are starting to arrive. They have to leave here at noon today to go to Everett, Washington. They're on a pretty tight timeline as the Collings Foundation is flying these 3 aircraft. The B-17 Flying Fortress, which is behind this white corporate jet here. The B-17 Flying Fortress is here. B-24 Liberator is off in the distance there in a dark green color. And the P-51C Mustang is in a hangar behind me. You'll be able to see these aircraft and actually be able to take a tour through them. $12 adults, $6 for youth. And if you want to fly, half-hour flight is $425. And Dean is waiting here for them to show up about 8:30 this morning to take them in the air. Going to be a beautiful day to fly. They can fly with a passenger list of 10. So when they get 10 people, they're ready to go, and they'll take a bomber up for a half-hour flight. Going to be a gorgeous day to fly. We do encourage you to bring your credit card, bring your money, and come on down and see. Bring your kids as well, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to fly in these vintage aircraft. It's just amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it really is amazing, and I'm really stoked for this. I mean, I've waited so long, and now the weather's on my side, and it seems the time is just right.
Okay, Dean. Well, you have a good flight, all right?
Well, thank you very much, and thanks to the Collins Foundation for their cooperation in this and restoring these planes.
Yes, very much so. If you want to find out other things they're doing, just go to our website, Collings Foundation. Just do a Google search for that. More to come from the Corvallis Airport. I'm Dave Adams, reporting for Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind. More to come. Thank you. 8:30 is when they're going to fly.
8:30.
Yeah.
But where do you sign up for tickets?
They're going to put a table up right here. They're going to start this. They might put the table right here this morning. So they're going to start this up here. So, what time is it? It's
8. Just about 2 minutes before 8.
okay. They should be rolling here, and so as soon as I get here, they're probably going to start prepping and getting ready to go.
So you're saying 8:30 that 17's going to pull out of here?
They're going to get a crew of 10, or a crew of 10, a passenger list of 10. There's teams right here. They're on a tight timeline because they have to leave here at noon today.
Yeah.
So as soon as they get 10 people, they're going up in one of the bombers.
Well, I want to buy one of their tickets, so where do I get a ticket at?
Right here. As soon as they show up, things are going to happen pretty quick.
Yeah, this has been one of the most elusive things I wanted to ever do. Yeah, B-17, oh boy. Not gonna get too excited until I get down on the ground.
B-17 got the baby this week in Southern.
Oh, well, they got really nice stuff. See, the Brits with the Lancaster bomber took care of it at night. They bombed Germany at night, and then we did it with that Norton bomb site during the day, high-level precision bombing. But first off, when we first started doing it, there was no long-range fighter protection, and that's they got sliced and diced real bad. Extra fuel tank. Yeah, then we were able to stay over with them and all the way back. Yeah. Oh yeah, yes it definitely did. It was a bastard. Well, B-50 Mustang was actually a dog with the U.S. engine. When they put the Merlin motor in it for the Brits and their Spitfire and the Rosie, now that just made that thing come alive. Oh boy. Yeah.
What are they going to be thinking now?
Oh, not too bad. But today, driving up here was a little dicey in the fog. Eugene. Yeah, I was wondering that. I was sitting at home and it was just pouring, and I thought, oh boy, I hope this squall goes through and it's going to be beautiful today. So
I'm Dave Adams, Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who served, leaving no one behind. We're providing live video from the Corvallis Airport today. Beautiful day for flying, as you can see. Yesterday it was cloudy, overcast, low cloud cover. Caused a problem for these bombers to be able to take off. We've got, looks like 3 people here, and we need 10 for the bomber to be able to fly. And the bomber is scheduled to fly this morning at 8:30. Weather is not going to be a problem. They're going to be able to fly, and it's going to be a half-hour flight. If you're seeing this video and you've got some time this morning, $425 will give you a legendary experience in a World War II bomber aircraft, either the B-24 or the B-17. Now, the B-17 Flying Fortress, legendary for its survivability. There are pictures, documentation of these aircraft just shot pieces. Nose is missing, major parts of the fuselage missing, and they were still able to limp back home and survive the battle. Interesting comparison between the B-24 Liberator and the B-17 Flying Fortress. When you spec them out side by side as far as bomb load, as far as airspeed, as far as ceiling, how high the bombers could fly, the B-24 actually is a better performing aircraft. But a lot of the air crews in World War II liked the B-17 more than the B-24, even though the B-24 outperformed the B-17. And the reason is their chances of surviving and getting back home in the B-17 were much, much greater. The B-17 could take a lot more punishment. In fact, the B-24 had a reputation of, in fact, some people called it the flying gas tank. They had a tendency to catch fire easily. I believe the fuel tank was towards the top of the airplane. It carried more fuel, was able to fly faster. However, couldn't take the punishment that the B-17 Flying Fortress did. So a lot of the aircrew really enjoyed flying the B-17 because it was legendary in its survivability. You have to go and Google on the internet and do some research and just see some pictures of the B-17s that were just shot to pieces but somehow managed to limp back to the air bases. There was a story that was recounted yesterday of a B-17 Flying Fortress that had a major part of the fuselage towards the tail section shot out and was still able to land. And as the airplane came into taxi and as the weight rested on the fuselage actually bent and collapsed in two. So the airplane was still able to fly, but when all the weight was put on the fuselage after it stopped, it simply collapsed. Amazing, amazing aircraft. And it's here today and going to be able to fly, and we'll be showing you some video of it taxiing out and taking off. And if you have some time, come on down. There's still spaces available to fly in one of these bombers before they leave. Now, we do need to stress that they're going to be leaving here at the Corvallis Airport at noon today because they're on a tight schedule. They're going to be going from here to Everett, Washington, and proceeding on the Collings Foundation's Wings of Freedom tour that's going all around the United States as they take these aircraft and tell the story of what these courageous flying men did during World War II to free Europe and the entire planet from tyranny and oppression. It's one thing to read about these airplanes. It's another thing to actually fly in them, to sit in the same seats that airmen did during World War II, and feel the vibration, and actually it's kind of like almost you were there. One thing to read about history, it's another thing to experience it in a living history display. And that's why the Collings Foundation has restored these aircraft. As we said in an earlier report, when they first restored these airplanes, they thought they would turn them into static displays because it would be much cheaper than making them flying airplanes once again. But a lot of the air crews said, no, you need to put these things in the air once again, because if you make them static displays, hundreds of people will see them. But if you put them in the air and fly them all across the country, thousands and thousands of people will learn the history of what happened in World War II and what it was like to fly in these airplanes. That's what they decided to do. It's expensive. And that's why it costs $425 to fly a half an hour in these, because it takes a lot of money to keep these vintage aircraft in the condition that you see here, to keep them in top-notch flying condition as showpieces that they fly all around the country. People continuing to come here and get ready to fly. Again, at 8:30 this morning is when they're going to be able to fly, and the weather is not going to be a problem today. In fact, I envy the people that are going up because it is going to be a gorgeous day. A lot of the people that are here that are going to be flying are bringing their cameras. We encourage you to do that if you're coming. $425 is the cost of a flight bring your cameras because you want to take pictures of inside the aircraft and the view outside as well. Once in a lifetime opportunity today at the Corvallis Airport, an opportunity for you to fly in a B-24 Liberator or B-17 Flying Fortress. And of course we have the P-51C Mustang here. It is the only Mustang still operational that has a dual cockpit. And I believe it's a little over $3,000 for a half-hour flight in the P-51 Fighter Mustang. But you'll actually be able to run the controls, and the actual pilot will be there guiding you and teaching you a little bit on how it is to maneuver the airplane. But at some point in the flight, you'll be able to control the stick, and you'll actually be able to fly one of the sexiest fighter aircraft in the world, in history, the Mustang, the P-51 Mustang. And the cost for that is about $3,000. They are taking debit cards here, credit cards, or if you want to, bring cash. But they're going to be flying today because weather is not going to be a problem. Here at the Corvallis Airport, reporting live, I'm Dave Adams. Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind. We are a news operation looking for news about veterans, for and about veterans. We also have an online radio station called The Eagle, where we play classic rock and honor veterans. You can find out more about us by going to our website, operationeagleswings.us. It is not affiliated with the Collings Foundation. We support and like to promote what the Collings Foundation and other veterans organizations do to promote the story, to advocate for veterans, tell what they're going through presently, and tell what they did during World War II. It's interesting, a lot of these World War II veterans are still carrying emotional memories, baggage, if you will, from World War II. I talked to a World War II veteran yesterday. Still deeply affected by what happened during World War II, and that was decades ago. And even though he's 70 years old, he's more than 70 years old, still affected by what happened to him there. These guys and gals did amazing things to win the war in Europe and win the war in the Pacific, win the war across the planet. Some of the feats that they did were accomplished in these aircraft right here, the B-17 and the B-24. Chance for you to fly today. Going to be a great day. I'm Dave Adams reporting for Operation EaglesWings.us. And again, a very big thank you to the Collings Foundation for what they do to keep these planes flying, to tell the story of World War II fighter airplane and bomber airplanes throughout the United States. From here, it's on to Everett, Washington, and the story and the flight and the mission continues. More to come.
Yeah, I'm signed up to fly. Oh, right. Are you from the college? No, I'm from okay. Operation. Yeah, I know they said to be there at 8:30.
I'm Dave Adams once again, Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind. We are reporting live here from the Corvallis Airport today. The crew for the bomber aircraft B-24, B-17 from the Collings Foundation have just showed up. If you're interested in flying in these airplanes, you need to come down to the Corvallis Airport here in the next few minutes, because they have to leave at noon today, and they're going to be flying at about 8:30 this morning, which is not too far from now. So we need to get you down here and get you signed up as they're getting ready to take the money from the people. It's $425 for a half-hour flight in one of the bombers, and we've got a number of people that are very excited about going up. So if you're by the Corvallis airport, want to go, come on down. People are showing up right now. There are still slots available. By the way, we're going to be shooting video, streaming it live, and then it's going to be available at our website, OperationEaglesWings.us, KGAL.com, Vets Helping Vets HQ, OregonPulseNetwork.com, and thejesusnetwork.net. And so you'll be able to watch these airplanes taxi off and take off, and then later on you'll be able to watch it on demand on those websites that I've mentioned. Thank you to the Collings Foundation for keeping these planes in the air. A very big thank you to the people that come and tour these aircraft, both on the ground and then take a flight in the air, because your support of the Collings Foundation and what they do allows them to continue this mission, this passion of telling people the story of World War II and what these courageous men did in these airplanes. So thank you very much for participating by buying a ticket, by buying souvenirs, by buying t-shirts, and actually by going up in the bombers, because you help continue the mission of the Collings Foundation to tell the story. You're a big part of it. Thank you for what you do. More to come from the Corvallis Airport. We'll continue to stream live video, and you'll be able to watch these airplanes take off and fly. I'm Dave Adams, Operation Eagle's Wings. How you doing, sir?
All right, how are you?
Good. Are you going to fly today?
I hope so.
Okay. Well, it'll be great weather for it.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as it doesn't get too cold up there.
Good thing you brought a jacket.
Yeah.
They could fly about 1,500 feet. So
Yeah.
they're not
I
really
didn't
high.
go very high. They flew over. Flew over my house a couple of days ago, and I know they weren't very high then.
Hey, we're reporting live from the Corvallis Airport once again. The crew from the Collings Foundation is here now, and they're getting ready to sell tickets for bomber flights. They're $425 each. Just off to my left here, they're going to be putting a table, and people are standing in line. We still have a few slots available, so if you're watching this video, not doing anything today, you want to go up for a flight, you got $425 that you can spend, put it on your credit card, whatever, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We've had a gentleman here that's been trying to do this for several years, and one time he had an opportunity to go up with the legendary Pappy Boyington, I believe in Cresswell, but had engine problems that day and weren't able to go up. That would have been an amazing flight to take with Pappy. But he is here, Dean is here from Eugene, and he's going to fly today, and it is going to be gorgeous, gorgeous weather to do that. Again, there's a few slots still available. We have a line, looks like 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 people here, and they need 10 to fly. I'm sure they'll probably sign these folks up, wait for a few more to come, and then take off. But they will be flying more than one flight. They will be here until noon today, and so there are slots available. If you want to fly, bring your credit card, bring your debit card, or cash, and sign up, and we're going to see you fly. It's going to be a great day. Make sure you bring your camera, make sure you bring a sweater or a jacket. They're going to probably be flying at about 1,000 feet, so not too super high. You will not need to be on oxygen, but it might be a little cooler up there than it is down here. So make sure you bring a sweater or a jacket with you when you fly. Thank you for watching us, and thank you for supporting the Collings Foundation and their mission to take these airplanes all across the country and to share the story of what these courageous men did during World War II. Video will continue to stream here. You can continue to watch what's going on. We'll continue to shoot video of the airplanes taxiing and taking off. There you're seeing they're starting to prep the airplanes now and get some of the material out that we need to give and sell to these people as they're getting ready to fly. Witchcraft is right over there. It's the B-24 Liberator. That actually took the name of the original Witchcraft. The original Witchcraft B-24 was scrapped. And what they've done is they've ceremoniously taken the name of that airplane and put it on this B-24. Now, the interesting story about Witchcraft was that it flew 130 missions during World War II. Not a single crewman was injured. And also, the Witchcraft aircraft was never turned back from a mission, always completed its mission and never lost a crewman, and a crewman was never injured. That was miraculous when you look at the just the possibilities of not even coming back from a World War II bombing mission. So legendary aircraft. The 909 here, the B-17 Flying Fortress, this is not the original 909, but this was also ceremoniously renamed and painted with the decal of the 909. Very interesting story on that as well we'll be sharing with you this morning. So Witchcraft is the B-24 Liberator, which is over there, and the B-17 Flying Fortress is here. We have the P-51C Mustang, which is here as well, and that'll be taxiing out and flying, and they'll be selling flights for that as well. To ride in the bomber, it's $425 for a half-hour flight, and to fly in the P-51 Mustang is a few $1,000s. I think it's about $3,000. But you'll actually be able to put your hand on the stick of the P-51. They'll be able to take one passenger up. In the P-51, it will be a pilot and a passenger, and you'll actually be able to, at times, control the stick of the P-51. Don't worry, there's a pilot there that will guide you through it and take over if you do something crazy. But it'd be an opportunity for you to fly one of the world's most popular and famous fighter aircraft, the P-51C Mustang. We're reporting live from the Corvallis Airport. Beautiful day to fly, and invite you to come on down and watch the event as it unfolds. If you're unable to be here, continue to watch on our websites, and we'll continue to bring you the coverage live here on kgal.com, OperationEaglesWings.us, the OregonPulseNetwork.com, the JesusNetwork.net, and OperationEaglesWings.us. Also, VetsHelpingVetsHQ.com is another website that's providing streaming video this morning.
About the right age. About the right age. That looks like a C-130. is giving you a gift to follow those guys and join in with the flight. That's cool. Yeah. So there you go. A little retirement going away. Yeah. Just don't go away too long. You got 5 shifts left. Yeah. So I'm serious. That's your watch right here. And then we'll come back and do the. Sounds good. So it's a gift from my entire sea ship. Enjoy yourself. My wife know about this? Yes. Yeah, she was helping out. All right, take care. See you next time. No, that's cool. Yeah, I can talk to him. Oh, cool. Yeah. I know about the deal. You know about that, yeah. Yeah. Come on over. Oh, okay. Hopefully far enough so we don't blow that.
Take your hat off a little bit so you can right over here.
Later. He overheard our.
Hey, I'm Dave Adams, Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and let's try this again. Hey, I'm Dave Adams, Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind. And we are looking for stories about veterans, but anybody who serves the public interest, firefighters, police officers. We've covered firefighters' funerals in Central Oregon and other things. And so when we're also interested in covering events with first responders. And it's kind of an interesting thing for us when the first responders world kind of intersects with the military world. And that's just what happened today. You saw a video just a moment ago where members of an Albany Fire Department gave a gift to a retiring member of the fire service. Sir, what's your name?
Name's Scott Cowan.
Now, what just happened here today?
Well, Chuck Harris, he's our lieutenant on our shift, a C shift at Albany Fire Department, has a ton of passion about airplanes. Since I've known him for the last 15 years, he's always talked about different World War II airplanes and airplanes in general. And he's retiring. His last shift he's got end of this month. And we thought as a shift it'd be a great honor to be able to provide him opportunity to take a flight in one of these World War II bombers that he's talked about often at the coffee table and just around the firehouse.
This is a complete surprise to him, wasn't it?
Complete, yes. I think he's still in shock. Yeah, so we've been arranging this for the last couple of weeks, knowing that the bombers were going to be flying into Corvallis, and sort of been just hinting around and coming out just to look at the planes, and he had no clue that we were going to give him a flight and enjoy this opportunity to be with the bombers.
Well, on behalf of Operation Eagle's Wings, tell Chuck and yourself thank you for the service that you do to your community and your country, for putting your life on the line every day to keep us safe.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks for what you do.
Thank you.
And thank you for the gift that you guys provided your comrade there.
Yeah, it's been a great honor to be able to serve with Chuck. He's been a mentor, a leader in our organization, and he's going to be really hard to replace, and hopefully we'll see him for a cup of coffee every once in a while.
But he's going to have a great day for flying.
Oh yeah, it's a great day, and he's going to enjoy every minute of it.
Okay, well, thanks again.
All right, thank you.
I'm Dave Adams, Operation Eagle's Wings. What they're starting to do right here is starting to fire up this corporate jet behind us. It's not the B-17 or B-24 that you're hearing firing up. It's more modern jet. It's going to make a lot of noise. We're going to continue to stream live video and continue to show these. I guess they're going to take the B-17 Flying Fortress up, but first they're going to move this jet, and so you're going to hear some noise from that, and we'll show you that taking off as well. We continue to provide live video here from the Corvallis Airport. Collings Foundation, as they're taking vintage World War II aircraft all over the United States to tell the history of the airplanes and what these courageous men during World War II. Thank you again for what you do.
Yeah.
That's right. You got it.
This is Dave Adams, once again, Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind. The video you're seeing right now is of the B-17 Flying Fortress, and what we're told now from the folks with the Collings Foundation is they're going to be flying here in a few minutes the B-17 Flying Fortress. In fact, you'll hear the engine start up shortly, and they're going to be flying the P-51 Mustang and the B-17 Flying Fortress. If you want to take a ride in one of the bomber aircraft here, it's $425 for a half-hour flight, and there's still seats available. The B-25 Liberator will be here on the ground waiting for more people to show up, and so we can take that in the air. But there's a lot of people here that are very excited. You see they're being briefed, being given the tour on what the B-17 Flying Fortress can do and what they need to be aware of as for safety reasons as they're going up in the aircraft. They're starting the electronics in the aircraft now. You see the lights flashing on the B-17. And you'll be hearing the engine start up shortly. We'll be shooting video of it and streaming it live, taxiing and flying here on one of 5 different websites, as we are providing live coverage here at the Corvallis, Oregon airport. Well, we've got 5 different websites that can stream the video.
Sweet.
We also did some live shot on KGAL Radio in Albany, Oregon. So we got our main one is Operation Eagle's Wings, which is the Veterans News Network and online radio station. So that's Helping Vets HQ, Operation Eagle's Wings, the Oregon Pulse Network.com, the Jesus Network, and Vets Helping Vets HQ, which is a veteran broadcast. KGAL.com is streaming it on our website as well.
Cool.
And it'll be on YouTube and it'll be on this website. Albany firefighters.
Yeah, that's I'm with those guys.
Oh, really?
I got it.
Yeah, they did a special presentation.
Yeah.
So as they were telling the retired captains, we got that video as they were telling them.
Yeah.
The audio of that, but it'll be up for
That,
watching.
yeah, it was fun. Yeah, he's gonna have a big old grin on his face when he gets back.
there's a smell of airplane exhaust here as 3 engines are now fired up for the B-17 Flying Fortress, getting ready to fly from the Corvallis Airport. Beautiful day for flying. A little bit of a ground fog approaching from the northeast, but above that there's beautiful blue skies. Beautiful day for flying.
have any cameras. We had some that broke. We have GoPro mounts. Do you have access to a GoPro? A GoPro? A little camera? Let me back to you. Sorry.
It's getting quiet.
What? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give you your sticker. Here, make sure official. It's your official B7 or B Mustang sticker. I just checked a whole bunch of B17 people. I'm filling it for the ride coordinator, so you can put that on if you want. You can keep it for a souvenir or whatever that is. It's up to you.
I can't put it on my phone.
No, I'll walk out and I'll introduce you to your pilot.
And I have my own headset. But I have trouble with headsets adjusting how small enough on my head.
Do you? Okay, well, if you want, you can talk to Jeff about it. Bring you out there. Let's introduce you to him real quick. Sir, I'll be right back. You can come on out there. Come on out with her. Get pictures.
My login.
Cool. We messed around here and then we took off and now the
All right, sir.
Get my granddaughter straightened out.
Oh, did you? It shouldn't be. Your flight shouldn't take off much longer. And they're going up for an hour. It's 9 o'clock now. They should be getting in. So, is that okay? Yeah. Good. It's nice you came out early. I do appreciate that. That was a big deal.
You're going up in the Mustang?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, sorry.
I didn't tell you about the incident.
Okay. And you are the hour, and it's going to be 32, right? Okay. writes anymore. Everybody types. We always type. Computers. I know. It's true.
You signed a bunch of papers with a bank, and finally got done, it was a mess.
Yeah. What you can do for me? I'm gonna give you your sticker. You can put that on if you want. I mean, just we know you're flying, but that's usually like on busy days when we got a lot of flights. You know, when we were checking in Mustang Rider like number 5. You know, yeah, and just people are running around the ramp and stuff like that. It helps us identify. Yeah. Oh yeah, let me do that right now. So as soon as you see the Mustang come back, about an hour, just head on out to the gate. And feel free, once we open up, the bombers land, we're going to open them up for tours. You're our guest. Feel free to walk in if you have family here with you. No charge for them. Bring anybody in the gate you want to bring in the gate. You're our VIP guest. Do whatever you like. And you get a shirt if you want one. Mustang shirt or get a Mustang hat.
And you are watching live video from the Corvallis Airport. Collings Foundation has brought the B-17 Flying Fortress, which you watched take off earlier this morning. They're getting ready to put the first passenger into the P-51 Mustang, the P-51C Mustang. So far, they have 2 flyers that have come up with the money, and they want to go fly in the P-51. And the lady that you saw, I believe it was in red, she's going to be the first pilot, and then there's an older gentleman that's going to be going up as well. The cost to fly in the P-51C Mustang is $2,200 for a half hour, $3,200 for a full hour, and if you want to go up in the P-51, beautiful day for flying, and they are selling more of those flights this morning at the Corvallis Airport. Again, $2,200 for a half hour, $3,200 for a full hour, and you'll be able to watch the P-51 start up and take off here in just a few moments as we're providing live streaming video here from the Corvallis Airport. This is Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind.
Coming your way.
Yeah, those aren't toys. Sorry, buddy.
He didn't touch him. He never made it.
It's okay. No worries.
Small child chewing on a hot wire.
Let me play with the wires, Mom.
Whatever I can get into. No, sir. No. No, sir. Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah, oh.
They used to put these in unlimited hydroplane races.
And what you're watching is video from the P-51C Mustang that is getting fired up and going to be taking its first passenger up from the Corvallis Airport. Live video from the Corvallis Airport.
are they over there, Jamie? Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm Dave Adams, Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind. We hope you've enjoyed today's coverage live from the Corvallis Airport as we brought the sights and sounds of what's happening with the Collings Foundation as they take these vintage World War II aircraft all across the country. And there's the crowd has gotten bigger here. I would estimate probably a little less than 100 here, maybe about that. But a beautiful day for flying. There are still slots available for the P-51C Mustang, and with that, as we said earlier, they're taking one passenger up at a time, and you actually get some stick time in the P-51 Mustang. It's $2,200 for a half hour, $3,200 for a full hour. They've had 2 people sign up so far. A young lady is up there right now flying the P-51C. Of course, there's a pilot along with her that is doing most of the flying, but she is allowed to touch the stick and actually maneuver the aircraft just a little bit with some training. There's an older gentleman that's also signed up to go on the P-51C. Beautiful day for flying. What we're told so far is that the B-17 Flying Fortress may go up for another trip today for a half-hour trip. It's $425 for a half hour. But they also want to spend some time for what's called static display, and that's to allow these people here to pay $12 adults, $6 for kids to go and tour the inside of the aircraft. The B-24 Liberator will not be cranked up and fired up until they take off. They're going to be leaving at noon today from Corvallis to go to Everett, Washington, which is the next stop on the Collings Foundation tour, as they take these World War II vintage aircraft all across the country to tell the story of the planes and of the courageous men that flew the combat missions during World War II. If you would like to support the Collings Foundation, do a Google search, Collings Foundation, Collings Foundation, and they are dedicated to bringing these airplanes back to life and sharing the history of what they did, especially during World War II, but other eras of our history as well. So check it out, and we appreciate your supporting them in the work they do. Thank you for being with us today. I'm Dave Adams, Operation Eagle's Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind. Our website is operationeagleswings.us. We are a Veterans News Network and advocacy group. We have a classic rock station that streams 24/7 on the internet. You can find it at operationeagleswings.us. We stream live music 24/7 at live365.com. It's another place you can go to find our radio station. Or you can find us at the website where we do video reports like this. Again, our website, operationeagleswings.us. You can also find this website at vetshelpingvetshq.com, OregonPulseNetwork.com, thejesusnetwork.net, and kgal.com, which is a partner we have in the Albany area. And the the B-17 is going to be taxiing up, and we'll shoot video of that here as they come back to rest and the passengers disembark. Hey, we hope you have enjoyed today's live coverage here on OperationEaglesWings.us. You can watch the video later today on those websites we have mentioned before, which include OperationEaglesWings.us, KGAL.com, the OregonPulseNetwork.com, the JesusNetwork.net, and VetsHelpingVetsHQ.com. I'm Dave Adams, Operation Eagles Wings, honoring all who serve and leaving no one behind.